Hey guys, it's now officially the second year of building 2 online 6-figure businesses, gaining really awesome momentum. Today I'm going to share the highs and the lows and what's been happening this week behind the scenes, and I'll also share how we're going in terms of revenue for both of the businesses at the end of the video, so make sure to stick around for that. And I want to share a really interesting story on why what you say doesn't actually matter. But before any of that, here's a quick glimpse into what's been happening behind the scenes in my own life this past week. The boys are back. The crew's here. Thanks. To kick things off, I want to share why what you say doesn't actually matter. Let me introduce you to the 7-38-55 rule. This was developed by Dr. Albert Mehrabian, who is a psychologist and communication expert, and the study proves that only 7% of our communication and the message we deliver comes from the words we say. 38% comes from our tone, and a whopping 55% comes from our body language. So what that means is it doesn't really matter what we say, it matters how we say it. Here's a quick example. Hey guys, so in 2025, I'm really excited for Art of Mondays. We are growing, we've got a lot of members, a lot of momentum. It's awesome. I'm living my best life and I'm fulfilled. Compare that to this. Hey guys, in 2025, I am so excited for Art of Mondays. We are gaining a lot of momentum. We have so many new members coming in, and honestly, I'm just feeling really fulfilled. Night and day difference, right? It goes to show that how you say something matters way more than what you actually say in your words. So that means if you're trying to inspire or lead or just connect, people aren't going to remember you for the words that you say, but they'll remember you for your energy, your enthusiasm, and your presence. So that's where you should focus your attention. Here's a little tip that's actually worked for me quite well in the past. If you're not sure if your words are going to make an impact, or you're feeling a little bit nervous about a presentation or a speech, then go practice in front of a mirror. Record yourself, try a few different intonations, a few different tones, exaggerate your body language, and don't be afraid to put a little bit more enthusiasm on top, because people will remember your energy, not your words. What I love about the 7-38-55 rule is that it's relevant to anyone and everyone. That means it can help you communicate with your family, with your friends, with your barista, and ultimately just help build better relationships. It does come from sales and communication studies, but it's relevant to everyday life. The bottom line is that your authenticity and your passion will rise to the top and shine through more than the actual words ever could. Now let's change gears a little, and I want to share my highs, my lows, and my learnings. Starting with my highlight, this is an easy one. This is the fact that Rachel and Mo, who have been hustling and balancing Art of Mondays work with their own full-time jobs and other clients, have decided that 2025 is the year to go all in, and they're going to be steering the ship with me and Jai, and we are so pumped for what is going to be possible with more hands on deck and more incredible minds as well. Rach has been working full-time and has just quit her job to go all in and be our first official employee. And Mo has said goodbye to his other agency, his other clients, and even though he'll still be a contractor of sorts, he is all in on Art of Mondays. So we're just really excited for what that brings, and it allows me and Jai to keep thinking big picture and keep building the next thing and the next product, like a curated list of Airbnbs or maybe a Founder Sports Club 2.0. Who knows? There's a lot in the works and we're really pumped for it. And that ties really well into my learning, which is when thinking about hiring, go for people who have a bias toward action. That will pay you incredible dividends in the long run. And here's why, and I've got some notes on this. I think if you can find people who have a just get it done attitude, then that will go a long way, because, I don't know, actually maybe it's my internal impatience or my obsession for efficiency over perfection. But I do think that 9 out of 10 times, the idea of done being better than perfect is correct. And when we think about people who we hire, if we can hire someone with a bias toward action who gets it done, it's really easy to build processes and step-by-step checklists so that they never miss a step, and we always have that final 10% on top because they're just following instructions. However, if we reverse it and we get someone who's more of a slow actor, more of a perfectionist, and we try to speed them up, I think that takes away from their inherent creativity and love for doing things right. And I think that that just leads to people not enjoying what they're doing and therefore not getting the best work done. And now for my lowlight. This one has been coordinating time off over the holiday period, Christmas and New Year. I think all of a sudden we grew to a team of 10 people, and previously it would have been easy just to say work or don't work. Jai take this day off, Evan take this day off. But now with so many more people, so many more calendars and so many more things to do, we probably had the foresight, or the lack of foresight I should say, to making sure that people were on at the right times and that everything was still getting done. Fortunately, I don't have too much planned over the first few days of January, so I'm able to step in and open up my calendar and do 3 to 4 days of just back-to-back interviews. But the reality is that the end of the month and the start of the month are the busiest time for us, because that's when we do our new intake for the Art of Mondays private community. So the fact that we had 3 of our 4 sales team offline meant that we have all this demand and no supply to actually do the interviews. So something that I think will be only a one-time issue, being Christmas, New Year, but yeah, certainly should have had a bit more foresight there, I think. All right, well, with all of this New Year talk, here are 2 2025 themed questions to ponder. And I share 2 of these in every episode, so make sure to subscribe and you always have something to think about, something to reflect on. The first one is, in 20 years, when you look back on 2025, what will be the one thing that defines your year? Write it down, think about it, and once you've figured it out, then ask yourself, how can you make that thing a reality? Let's say your thing is running a marathon. The easiest way to make that a reality is to book a spot in a marathon race. Then you're forced to train and you've got money on the line as well. Or if your year-defining event is starting up your own business, then go buy the domain name today and get the ball rolling. Sometimes it's just one little step that can start turning this big picture into a reality. And then my second question to ponder is, are you entering into a new year surrounded by people who inspire you or people who drag you down? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. So now for our Art of Mondays updates, and I'll do these in every weekly video as well. So far, we've had 728 applications. We've accepted 92 members, or 93 as of today. The average age is 27, and they're all lifestyle founders. So people who run online businesses, but also, just as importantly, perhaps more so, share our values of health, travel, freedom, consciousness, kindness, and have a give, not to take mentality. As for what's happened in the last week, there's been a lot of awesome updates. We have hired 2 new interns, so welcome Charlie from Melbourne and welcome Stan from the UK. Another update is I've built a sexy new dashboard, which will never be seen in the public, except I'll put a couple screenshots on here so you can get an idea. But coming into the second year of running Art of Mondays, we needed to upgrade from a bunch of messy spreadsheets into one really easy to understand location. And with a team of 10, there's a lot of little questions that come my way every day that do add up. So now I can just say, go check out the dashboard, and 9 out of 10 times the answer will already be there. Another update is I have been spending some time with Joe. Joe is one of our members, but also does a lot of our alignment interview calls, and he's just an absolute legend. It's been awesome to catch up with him and spend some more time with fellow Art of Mondays members. Oh, and I also flew to Perth to hang out with Jai, and it's going to be the first time ever that Jai, myself, Rachel and Matt are in the same place. The aim is by the end of the week to have our residency playbook put together. What this means is it's a Bible of sorts for anyone who is on a residency or running a residency in the future to create a 10 out of 10 experience that works without me or Jai actually being there. That's the plan. So we'll keep you posted on how that went next week. Last update is we sent out the Founder Sports Club matches to over 2,000 people in more than 50 cities. Next week, I will share exactly how many people and exactly which cities, but stay tuned for that. Overall, it's been our biggest sports club sent out ever, and that just continues to climb month on month. Oh, and before I forget, Art of Monday's revenue currently sitting at just shy of 400k in our first year, and the Founder Sports Club is hovering around 25,000 a month. So all moving in the right direction. And there you go. That is everything that's been happening in my world and the Art of Monday's world over the past week. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you more than you know. Would love you to subscribe so you can stay in the loop for all of the future updates, and we'll see you in the next video. Much love and peace.